Hey, Jonathan Hardy here. Thanks for tuning in today. I want to talk with you a little bit about something that a lot of church leaders and pastors fail to do. And it's one of those things that is absolutely critical for the life of the ministry. And yet it's one of those things that we put off, or we just kind of skip because we maybe don't think it's as important as it is. And that happens as it relates to changes and new initiatives that we're making in the ministry. And it's all about communication. Communication is absolutely critical. So whether it's a new thing that you're starting, whether it's a change that you're going to make in the ministry, you have got to communicate and then communicate some more. It is so, so important. One of the challenges I think that pastors and leaders face so often, though, is that we think about it all the time. We've been planning for months for a change. We've been preparing for, we've been brainstorming, we've been scribbling stuff on paper, just thinking about all the stuff that we're preparing to do. And so consequently, it's in our mind, and it's in probably the minds of the leaders that are really closely around us. And so when it comes time to telling the people and preparing for the switch, it's kind of almost like, hey, we're going to get ready to do this. And it's as if it just kind of happens on a whim. And the people can think, whoa, what's going on here? But in your mind, you've been thinking, well, I've been preparing and thinking about this for a long time, and everything makes sense, and I'm on track with this, and this is the right decision. And so it's so important as a leader to make sure that you communicate. And, I always encourage people to get the close leaders around them first, and then to kind of continue to expand the concentric rings of people that are a part of the church to ultimately where you're giving good, solid explanation to people. And it happens over and over and over again, and it has to happen through a variety of mediums. I mean, you can say something from the pulpit, but then you need to send an email, you need to have a video that you send out to people, you need to post it on social media. There has to be all kinds of methods of this communication, because people receive communication differently, and they may be sitting in your auditorium, and because you say something once, you can't just assume that they heard it. We wish that would be the case, but it's not, unfortunately. And so communication is absolutely critical. So as you think about new initiatives you're taking, or maybe changes that you're about to do in your ministry, I want to encourage you, really make sure you think through, maybe even you detail out, what is your communication plan to spread the word and to help explain what it is you're doing, why it is that you're doing what you're doing, so that you walk the people through the process, through the journey that you've already gone through yourself. And it will set you miles ahead. It'll save you a lot of headaches, probably a lot of emails or phone calls of people maybe potentially complaining or asking questions and needing insight. So I hope that's encouraging for you today. If you're watching this or listening to this anywhere other than thehardygroup.org, be sure to head on over. That's where we've got the other resources for you. Thanks so much for hanging out with me today. In the meantime, be blessed. Have a good one.